what this play does is it gives you, in a very compressed period, a snapshot of what happened between the Kennedy assassination and Johnson being elected president, and his focus on getting the Civil Rights Act of 1964 passed against great opposition from his own party, from groups that he felt he had to compromise with. And it shows you in very true fashion how Johnson made that happen.
It's been a great learning experience playing LBJ. My memory of LBJ, having grown up in the 60s, there wasn't much of a memory, but when you look back at the great presidents, or the presidents from the 50s on, LBJ was always just kind of glossed over. And when he was touched upon, it was basically just because of Vietnam. I mean, I knew him as a large Texas type figure, but I didn't really know what drove the man. And this script really brings that to light.
The play starts with news footage from the day of the Kennedy assassination. Things like that are hard to do in a small theater because of the technical requirements for projections. But we were fortunate enough to rent a system which is best described as an LED video wall, where it's the same principle as you see on outdoor billboards on the expressway, where very clear images can be projected even in broad daylight. We have a version of that in here. And with that, through a laptop computer, we can project onto that screen anything we want. They can be video of the period, they can be videos that we create, they can be headlines, etc. And that, we've built the set and designed the set around that screen. It's very large, it's like 6.5 foot square. And we think it's going to add a lot of excitement and a lot of dimension to the performance and help the audience really kind of understand what's going on during the performance.
What drove LBJ to pass the Civil Rights Bill was a tremendous sense of morality and justice. He had grown up poor in the hill country of Texas. He had seen how people without means and people of color were treated by others. There's a line in the play where he says, as a Southerner, he had to bite his tongue until his mouth was full of blood because of all the racism he had seen around him. And now that he had a chance to do something about it, he grabbed that chance and went with it.
I think one of the challenges of this piece is that not only does it take place in 1964, but we have a lot of very important people of the period that we may not remember quite as much, who were involved in the civil rights movement, who were members of Congress or the Senate, but who were very important. And it's part of the challenge of the play to help the audience get to know these people again. We're going to try to use the video board to help with that. There's always a challenge costuming 17 men in 1964 period costumes. But we're doing our best to make sure that we can make that period come alive for the audience.
What drew me to the play were three things. Number one is it was done here at Mariemont, and Ed Cohen was directing. And then I read the script, and by the third, fourth page, I was laughing out loud. And I'm going to say by maybe the 15th or 16th page, I was almost in tears. It's really strong work, and I knew that Mariemont would do it right.